All right, let's break down a classic quest. It all starts with what seems like a simple goal, right? Just climb a tower. But as we're going to see, this straightforward adventure is actually designed to escalate into something way, way more dangerous. So here's the core challenge we're diving into. You've got a team facing a bunch of escalating obstacles, all to get one single prize. Now, that's a classic formula for sure, but the way this story pulls it off, well, that's what makes it so awesome. And so it begins. Our trio, that's Lena, Robocube, and Max, they step into the super mysterious tower, and immediately, bam, the huge entrance just seals shut behind them. Talk about commitment, huh? There's no turning back now. The only way out is up. Right away, this deep, robotic voice just booms out of nowhere and lays down the law. The rules of the game are set. The objective? Get the crystal block. The path to get there? Complete the 3 trials. The stakes are crystal clear, and the challenge is officially on. Here it is, basically their roadmap to the top. It's a clear 3-level challenge. Each one is designed to test their individual skills, yeah, but more importantly, it's going to test if they can actually work together as a team. So, first up is the rhythm trial. And this isn't a test of brute force, you know? This is all about pattern recognition and coordination. It's a test of precision and a whole lot of grace under pressure. Okay, so imagine a giant, deadly game of Dance Dance Revolution. That's what they're looking at. The group has to navigate these blinking tiles in a really complex, dance-like sequence. One wrong move, and it is game over. And this just brilliantly shows why you need specialized skills on a team. It's not Max, the leader, or Robocube, the analyst, who solves this. Nope, it's Lena, the mini-game expert. This is her moment to shine, and her unique talent is what lets the team clear this first challenge. All right, with Trial 1 in the bag, the difficulty immediately ramps up. The next challenge is all about logic and navigation, but there's a huge twist. The maze is alive. It's constantly changing and actively working against them. Yeah, this isn't a maze you can just map out in your head. The path forward is literally a moving target. So this is where Robocube steps up. He activates his scanning mode to try and find some kind of stable route through all this mechanical chaos. I love this moment. It tells you so much about Robocube's character, right? You get this perfect mix of high-tech confidence and some pretty funny uncertainty. He's a machine, but that little bit of doubt is what makes him so relatable. 83%. I mean, that 17% of uncertainty makes all the difference. They take a few hilarious missteps because of it, but in the end, Robocube's calculated risk totally pays off. His logical approach, even when it's not perfect, was exactly what the team needed to find the exit. And that brings us to the final trial. You know, this is the ultimate test because it's not about individual skill or logic anymore. This requires perfect, totally unified action from the entire team. So to get across this massive chasm, all 3 of them have to jump in perfect sync. If anyone is off by even a split second, they all fail. This is where their leader, Max, has to step up and coordinate the whole thing. No pressure. It really is all about timing and trust. You can hear how Max's commands are just so decisive and clear. They cut right through the tension and guide them across the gap. It's a perfect showcase of how crucial a good leader is, especially when things get this stressful. And they do it. They actually make it. Against all odds, they've passed all 3 trials and they've reached the top chamber. The crystal block is right there, gleaming, just waiting for them. But the game isn't over, not by a long shot. Just as they're about to grab their prize, that shadowy figure they might have seen lurking earlier emerges from the darkness. And in that one moment, the whole quest changes. This isn't a challenge anymore, it's a confrontation. So it turns out, this whole time, they weren't just up against some automated puzzles. They were being watched, they were being tested, and they were being led into a trap by the story's real antagonist, the final boss. And the villain's declaration just transforms their moment of victory into a life-or-death fight. Reaching the goal wasn't the end of the game. It was just the beginning of the real battle. The stakes have been raised dramatically. So this final question really makes you rethink everything you just saw. Was this whole tower really just a test to prove they were worthy? Or was it a carefully designed trap from the very beginning? And maybe more importantly, after all that, do they even have what it takes to face this new enemy?